Hey everybody, welcome to Jason Explains Things. I'm Jason.
I'm Chris.
And we're here to talk to you about mid-size trucks. So apparently 2023, Chris, is supposed to be the year of the mid-size truck. We have a new Chevy Colorado coming out. We have a new Ford Ranger coming out. We likely, although not confirmed, have a new Toyota Tacoma coming out.
Maybe,
who can say? Who can say? But apparently all these new trucks are coming out. Well, you and I, in our infinite wisdom, have decided to not buy new trucks when they're new. We want to buy
old trucks
when they're new. Is that a good idea? Is it a good idea to buy a dinosaur?
Well, I think so. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. We've decided to not have this conversation in a warm, dry area. We decided to drive out among the trees and ice and snow and such, but we brought a fire, we brought coffee, and I brought notes.
I didn't. I'm winging it.
It's okay. It's fine. So first, Chris, let's talk about our experiences so far, what trucks we own and what we have behind us.
Well, I can start.
Yes.
This is my 2021 Chevy Colorado. It is four-door short box, 3.6 V6,
Yep.
naturally aspirated. I love it. I've had it for almost, a little over 2 years now.
Yeah.
And it's been great.
ZR2.
ZR2.
AEV Bison package. How many miles?
It's got almost 32,000 on it.
Wow.
In 2 years.
We'll get to do a differential fluid change
Yay! We should probably do that.
Yeah. And for mine, we have two that you've seen on the channel. The one behind me is my 2022 Toyota Tacoma TRD Off-Road named Sarge. It has just over 7,000 miles on it. I got it at the very end of March, so I haven't had it for nearly as long as yours. And the other vehicle you've seen on the channel that also is kind of prevalent to this conversation a little bit is my family's 2021 Toyota 4Runner TRD Off-Road, which has, I think, almost 20,000 miles on it.
Also a dinosaur.
Also even more of a dinosaur than either of these.
Might be the most dinosauriest one yet.
Yeah, actually that's in my notes. We were talking about it. Yeah, the 5th gen 4Runner goes all the way back to 2009 as a 2010 model. Your truck has had refreshes in...
So it came out in 2015.
2015, yep.
And hasn't really had refreshes.
It's had an engine change in 2017.
Engine change in 2017, and then they did some front end, just little aesthetic changes.
Yeah, same here with the Tacoma. Came out in the 3rd gen came out in 2016 as 2015 as 2016. It has had one kind of cosmetic refresh in 2020 where they added adaptive cruise control and a couple other things. But other than that, it is pretty much unchanged.
They're getting a little long in the tooth.
Maybe. Who can say?
Yeah. But is it a bad thing?
Is it a bad thing? That's the conversation. Yeah. So let's talk about what we know is coming out for sure. So we can kind of compare, the old versus the new. And the one we know the most about, of course, is the Chevy Colorado. The
Chevy Colorado and its twin, the GMC Canyon.
Yep.
Those guys are coming out, I think, early 2023 is what they were slated for.
That's what the website says. It doesn't give any more specifics than early 2023.
Yeah. So a lot of changes, which we've talked about in other videos, but we'll go over them again here really quickly. The biggest one, I think, is the engine changes. So for the new year, or the new generation, you're losing the diesel, you're losing the 3.6, you're losing the original 4-cylinder, and they are going to different tunes of a single engine, which is a turbo 4-cylinder.
Yes, it's a 2.7 liter turbo 4-cylinder. It's been around since 2019 in the Silverado as like the base Silverado engine.
Right. So it's a little torquier.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, it's slightly proven. I don't know.
We'll see. We're filming this in a day-use campsite area. We might have people occasionally pull off the road and stare at us. Why not? Hello.
Let them stare.
These are cameras. We got that camera. We got that camera. We got this camera. So,
hi.
Yeah. Hello. Yeah. So I got a couple notes on the new 2.7 liter turbo. So there's apparently different tunes and maybe slightly different hardware, but pretty much not
different
really.
Tunes for different trim levels. Basically.
Yeah, exactly. So the base engine is 237 horsepower. The high output tune is 310 horsepower, which is
very similar to what I'm at with this guy. Yeah.
What are you at?
I think it's like 308 or something.
Okay,
like
so two more.
Yep.
There you go. There you go.
Scrap it.
And then also for the Colorado, it's going to have, that has an 8-speed. The new one has an 8-speed, but it's apparently a slightly more updated, more better version.
Apparently it better be. Because
yeah, it has kind of a rough reputation on that one.
It does.
Although
Thankfully, personally, I've had no issues with it, but I know a lot of people that have. So updating the transmission is a good thing.
Yep. The last thing we definitely know about the new Chevy Colorado is the pricing change.
Pricing change.
Whew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little steeper.
It is.
I haven't played with it, the configurator, but you have.
I have. Yeah. So here's the thing. I think the base trim prices seem to be not that much more expensive, right? So it looked like the base ZR2 four-wheel drive version of your truck that you have is sitting at, they say, right at around $48,000, which is up from about $46,000. But if you kind of spec all of the things which are now options that truck has, you are looking at least $60,000 for your truck, if not more.
Yeah.
And that does not include the Bison package that your truck has, which when you bought yours back in 2020 as a 2021, that was a $5,000 added on accessory, right? Or was it 6,000? It was like 5,000 something?
Like 5,300 or something like that,
So around $5,000 to $6,000. So that's putting any future potential AEV Bison edition of the new ZR2 at between $65,000 to $70,000.
They're getting spendy.
But yeah, so that's what we know. You can go right now to the Chevy configurator at this moment, and you can price out your truck. You can call the dealership. Actually, yeah, right. Or
your dealership can call you.
Because they know you're a sucker.
If you're a mark, yeah.
They've already called you and like, hey man, you want to get another one?
We heard your truck's old.
It's super old.
Yeah, and everything we talked about carries over to the GMC Canyon as well, with
even more
an additional markup because it's professional grade.
Right. So should we talk about Toyota stuff?
Sure. What do we have to talk about with Toyota stuff?
Okay, well, I'm going to credit TFL. TFL has had a lot of good reporting on this, and other YouTubers and other websites have kind of backed them up. So there are no official announcements yet, but there are a lot of leaks about the new Tacoma and about the new 4Runner. Apparently, the new Tacoma is going to come out first. That should come out this year, probably later in the year as of 2024. We are getting all of the changes as well, like the Chevy. Well, the Ranger's been a turbo 4-cylinder for a long time, but the rumored engines, there are two of them. We have the 2.4 liter, a new 2.4 liter turbo 4-cylinder engine, and then we're going to have a hybrid version on top of that. Think of the iForce Max 3.5 liter in the Tundra and Sequoia. The Tundra has the non-hybrid and the hybrid, and then the Sequoia is just a hybrid. So that is apparently the way it's going to be for the new Tacoma. Okay. Now these engines also kind of like yours, you know, in the Silverado, so they're not brand new. The new 2.4 liter non-hybrid is in the Highlander that you can go get right now. Also, new 8-speed automatic. The old 6-speed is likely going to go away, which is, I would say,
it's time.
Definitively a good thing. And then the hybrid, the 2.4 liter hybrid is actually also currently or soon to be available in the Toyota Crown. And that one has 340 horsepower and 400 foot-pounds of torque. But that one has a 6-speed automatic, a different one than this one, but a 6-speed automatic and not an 8-speed. So that's a little bit weird, but there you go. The other stuff we can definitely talk about. This one is personal. This one's personal to me, okay, you guys? All but confirmed, the 6-speed manual transmission will go away forever and not come back. Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and pour out some coffee for that.
Goodbye. The Colorado too. I mean, they have a manual and the work truck version.
With a 4-cylinder, you could like the work truck essentially, right? And again, no confirmation on any of this yet. This is all speculation, and again, TFL is great for this for speculation, so you guys rock. If the new Tundra and Sequoia are any indication, prices will again be going up substantially. The days of buying a $40,000 Tacoma or 4Runner with with all of the off-road stuff that you want, like a rear locker and all that good stuff, are like this truck was $42,000. My 4Runner was $40,000.
Yep.
There's not going to happen anymore.
No, not like these.
No, definitely not.
Yep.
No, especially me last year. I knew that, this was long in the tooth.
Right.
I mean, 2020 was a little while ago, but also still.
Yeah, same.
There were rumors.
Yeah. There were rumors about the new Colorado.
Spy
definitely
shots.
when I bought this. Yep.
Spy shots, all of that. Why did you not wait?
That was one of the reasons, honestly, because when I bought this truck, there were already heavy rumors about them dropping the diesel and the V6 for the turbocharged engines. And I don't know. I want the reliability. This truck will hopefully be a long-term truck for me. We'll see. I could just finish it and sell it again. We'll see.
Stay tuned. Subscribe and turn on the bell and all that. You'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. But no, the intent is that this truck will last me a good long time.
Yeah.
And the 3.6 liter V6 in this truck has been around for a very long time in different formats and applications and things like that. And I know it's a good engine, and I know it's a trusted engine. So, I mean, even at the price we bought them for, it's a big investment.
It is.
And I wanted it to last a long time, and I didn't want to have reliability issues. So
no, definitely not.
That was a big factor for me.
Yeah, and I mean, the other cool thing is like these, honestly, for me, kind of unlike a TRD Pro, you don't need to spend $50,000, $55,000 to get pretty much everything that you want.
Right.
Sure, we have been modifying our trucks, adding things to it that, make it better.
But is it because we need to, or is it because we want to? Like, the base platform...
That's another video. That's another discussion. That seriously is another discussion.
The base platforms of both of these trucks are very, very capable. So
I would say, if you were doing light off-roading, you don't really need a lift. In fact, if you add stuff to your truck, then you will need a lift. Video about that coming soon from me, because I went from over 9 inches of ground clearance, and then I started adding, armor and sliders and skid plates and everything, and I went down to 8 inches of ground clearance. So, and that I started to hit rocks all the time. But now, spoilers, that's not a problem anymore.
I mean, a good amount of what there's no sugarcoating it. We did it because we like it, and it's because it's fun, and it's because we're enthusiasts. And that's another reason why with my truck and your truck as well, getting a vehicle later on in its generation is good, because especially for mine, the parts are finally available.
Exactly.
And the Tacoma as well. The longer the generation's around, the more companies support it, things like that.
Right. You have options. You don't just have like one company to go get a bumper from. You don't have just one company to get wheels from. You can choose what you like.
Right.
And now we're going to go with what the commenters all tell you about, and we're going to talk about reliability for Toyotas.
Perfect.
Just a little bit. And honestly, yes.
I'm going to take a nap. You guys have fun.
No. You have to like agree with everything I say, okay?
Fair.
keep it, make sure he does it. No, I mean, let's be honest. Especially, let's start with the 4Runner. It's a dinosaur. The 4-liter V6 in the 4Runner has been around, I think, since 2005. Correct me if I'm wrong. And apparently, even in 2009, when the 5th Gen 4Runner came out, it was a dinosaur. It doesn't have direct injection. It doesn't even have like this one. It doesn't even have multi-port injection. It's good old-fashioned fuel injection.
Nice. Which
is, sure, does it mean your gas mileage is garbage sandwiches? Yes. You have terrible, terrible gas mileage.
You can have, I've heard, direct injection and also have terrible gas mileage.
Like this guy. That's a whole thing. I'm a little bit of okay. So here's the thing. This is one of the big reasons why, like, especially while I was waiting for my Tacoma, I looked at the new Frontier, which is cool. Looks really, really cool.
Yep.
I looked at other vehicles. And what sold me on this, one of the big selling points is the fact that it has multi-port fuel injection. It has kind of a, which direct injection is best for power, it's best for fuel economy, that kind of thing. But direct injection, at least I come from a Volkswagen background. I had my GTI, which I loved, but every single Volkswagen owner knows that You drive your car long enough, you can put Shell premium only in it. You could put all of the, the fuel system cleaners in it. You are still going to have carbon buildup on the back of your valves. You're going to have crap gas mileage. You're going to lose all your power, and you're going to have the top of your engine taken apart and cleaned, or apparently it's called walnut blasting, where you can kind of have all that cleaned up. But it is not a job that is easy to do yourself, and it's kind of easy to screw up, because if you get anything past those valves, like if you do the walnut blasting procedure and it goes inside your engine, that's bad. It bothers me that the way the engine itself is designed to go bad.
Yeah.
It's just lame. I mean, that's just super lame. You could be conservative and boring like this, and it just won't do that. I will now stop my rant about fuel injection and port injection and multi-port injection and stuff, but I like it when something is designed on purpose to last. It's incredibly attractive to me. It's more important to me than gas mileage. It's more important to me than power. Maybe I'm a crotchety old man. Tell me if I'm a crotchety old man.
Turns out, yeah, we're both old. We're both scared of change. We're both.
Turns out I'm officially scared of change. That is totally, yeah. What is the reason to not buy or buy? I'm scared of change. I mean, that's being very, very honest. And it's true. It's true. Yeah. Anything else about why why go with the old one?
The Colorado, inside and out, is fairly basic, and I like that.
Yes,
because,
same here.
Again, less things to go wrong, you're very old now. You probably won't see...
All digital dashboards.
Oh, yeah.
I hate that. I mean, think about it. Think about any heads up, any kind of display. Think about like an iPad from 10 years ago. If you want to keep your truck for, 5, 10 years, think about like the UI and everything of something 5, 6, 7 years old. It's crap.
There's a reason none of us hold on to our phones for more than 2 years.
Exactly, exactly. But if you buy a truck with an all digital dashboard and an all digital everything and haptic buttons like the new Volkswagen, boo, and all that crap, it's just like, it all just doesn't like, what's wrong with buttons? Gosh darn it. What's wrong with them, Chris?
Hashtag war on buttons. Yeah.
I say marry buttons. That's what I say. I'm sorry.
You're going to cut that, right?
No, we're not. It stays. I'm in charge here.
Oh, no. You're probably not going to see a 2023 Tacoma or a 2023 Colorado on the channel.
Not unless we get a whole bunch of fanciness.
Yep.
And people like make it worth our while. I mean, let's seamlessly now transition into why someone might be different than us.
Oh, sure.
Maybe less crotchety,
sure.
less set in their ways, might want to buy the next one.
If you're a big fan of Crown Vic push bars.
On this, the Safari bar?
Sorry. That was rude.
No, it's not. It's warranted.
No, there's a lot of good things. There's the updated transmission. There is,
on both counts, that's a good thing.
So for the Colorado, there's the higher spec engines. They are much higher torque ratings. I mean, the new engines have the horsepower of this and the torque of the diesel, and the towing ratings to match. So it's very good. Yep. You have the updated Multimatic shocks. You have the relocated shocks. You have,
That's something, again, that you and I might eventually do, or might with someone else for a professional welder's help. Might do this on that. Yeah.
Possibly. Yep.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Chevy took notes, and they made a lot of really good changes. And the interior in those trucks is gorgeous. And there are still some good, solid buttons in there, which is nice. It's up to everybody individually whether they want to pay that much for those trucks.
Right.
I think, honestly, and that's just what it is. Again, I think we got lucky buying these when we bought them.
Yeah. Yeah, looking at my notes here a little bit, I mean, the other thing beyond power is you're going to have either the same amount of power or more power, and you're most definitely, and we both suffer from this, you're gonna have better gas mileage.
Oh, for sure.
You're definitely gonna have better gas mileage. We both have not great gas mileage. I mean, I think I've gotten the EPA rating of gas mileage on this a few times.
I've gotten a rating of gas mileage on mine.
Yeah, I mean, that is definitely gonna be a better thing. And I'm gonna say something now specific about the Toyotas. Again, from my research, I was kind of looking into this a little bit yesterday. And the new twin turbo in the Tundra and Sequoia, along with the new 2.4 liter that will likely be in the new Tacoma and the new 4Runner, they're going to be changed a little bit, but they do have a new style of multi-port fuel injection, again, according to my research, called D4ST.
DeForest.
DeForest. It's going to have the DeForest mode, and apparently, you're going to have...
Not good optics.
I don't know, whatever. Deforestation mode. Rah! Coming through. Make way, animals. But you're going to have those smaller, more efficient, turbocharged engines, but apparently the Toyota versions might not have the same carbon buildup issues that a Ford might have or other brands. Mm-hmm. Again, this is more specific to Toyotas, but there are a lot of rumors about the next Tacoma having rear coil springs rather than leaf springs, like the new Ram, like the new Tundra. So it might handle better. It might handle more like a SUV or a car rather than a truck. But that can honestly, again, being crotchety, that can be a plus and a minus. You might kind of like the
You have less travel in the rear.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's true. And this is kind of a special use case, I'm not gonna lie, but for people who create content for YouTube or Instagram, if you want to have a lot of people interested in your stuff, you probably want to have the latest model.
Oh, yeah.
You probably want that.
Yep.
You probably don't want to do an entire year of how-to videos on trucks that have been around for years if you want to have more than 1,000 views a video. That just might be a thing.
Could be.
It could be, who could say?
Hard to say.
So, I mean, but the thing about that is, I mean, that's me being self-aware here, but I didn't buy this for YouTube. I bought it because I've wanted one ever since my friend Ben got one in 2015. And I saw that truck and I'm like, that is cool. I can't afford it. Maybe one day I can. And when the crazy used car market thing happened, all of a sudden I realized like my current car is worth a lot more, almost the same amount that I paid for it. I could find, if I find it for MSRP, I can finally get this truck at an affordable price. And so I did that.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily about the clicks, you guys.
Really?
I mean, it would be nice.
Now we just go out and we have adventures of it. And we'll film YouTube videos along the way. And if you want to watch them,
we're definitely going to keep going, and we're definitely going to keep doing stuff. But yeah, I mean, unless something crazy happened, it's not going to happen. I'm not selling this. I'm not selling it because I love it. I want to hear your advice. Who do you think should maybe buy the new version? Who should buy one of these, or maybe a slightly used one?
Sure. That's a good question.
Yeah. Thanks.
I think.
Thanks.
You're welcome. I think for the new ones, I wouldn't be too afraid of buying them. I mean, obviously the warranties have actually gotten better too, which is good.
That's true. Good competition with that.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. So yeah, if you don't plan on going out and doing a lot of things immediately to your truck, just enjoying it for what it is, I think the new trucks are a brilliant option. But if you want to modify, if you want to do things like this, if you're not worried about voiding warranties, the older trucks are going to be...
Warranty.
Yeah, who cares? These are still great options. Of course, we're biased because we own them.
Yep.
But they've been so much fun to play around with, to modify, to do all that. So thanks for joining us while we modify our dinosaurs.
We love it. We are having a great time, and we're going to keep doing it. It's been awesome. So guys, please leave comments of your advice below. Tell us we're wrong. We welcome that. We probably are wrong. I really appreciate you guys watching, and let us know if you like these conversation videos. We did two last year, and they were a lot of fun, and we might do them more regularly. So you guys have a great day. I'll see you soon.
Hopefully when it's warmer.
Yeah. Well, my like right here is warm.
Super warm. Yeah.